Hey guys, we're back with Umineko no Naku Koyo ni, translated meaning when the sequels cry, better known as Umineko when they cry.
Hey, you did it right that time.
Here's my co-host Grant. I almost messed it up to begin with. I was like, what do I start with? Still getting back to the pattern of things. And it's a double Umineko twice in a row. We recorded last night, we're recording again tonight.
Whoa.
Never happened. That's actually happened like once or twice.
Yeah, a few times actually. But...
Yeah, so today, if we read fast enough, we'll get to the point where the first Twilight will happen next time. Which, things are picking up. We got past the very slow part of episode 2. So now...
Oh, it starts picking up from here?
What?
It picks up from here?
I'd say especially. I'd say it started to pick up compared to like the slog of, you know, Shannon, Cannon, George, and... What's your face? There.
Yeah, what's her
Whenever I was trying to think of Jessica's name, I clicked on Beatrice. This means nothing. They are...
Interesting. Interesting.
So, do you still think Jessica's, like, is she your prime suspect still?
Makes the most sense to me.
I mean, there is some logical assumptions, except for alibi. That's, like, the biggest thing. Like, I don't think you even remember episode 1 at this point. So, I mean...
I don't remember a lot of it. So...
remember parts of it.
Yeah, one thing right off the bat... So... Jessica and Beatrice have never been in the same room together?
Well, Beatrice has never been in the same room with... Well, that's not actually true. She's in episode 2. But she's only been in the same room as...
I haven't seen that yet, so I don't believe you.
You haven't seen what?
Jessica and Beatrice in the same room together.
Oh, okay, you mean the episode 2 VIP room. Beatrice, I see. Thought you were referring to episode 1. Oh yeah, that is true. Beatrice has only been in the same room as a couple people. Rosa and Maria don't count because they're outside. Get it?
Right.
Because same room, get it? Outside.
I'm gonna hit you.
It's a pun.
Yeah, gotcha.
Well, that's actually true. Beatrice and Jessica haven't been... Jessica hasn't even seen Beatrice. She hasn't looked in the mirror. That was a joke. Because, you know...
I don't think,
So...
She does have, like, a really solid analog for, like, what Beatrice is supposed to look like.
Yeah, that is true.
Because
that
she lives on the island.
Yeah.
She always sees that painting.
Yep. Living on the island will make committing this crime a lot easier.
She's also super sick of everybody in the family and their dumb stuff.
That's true, but would you murder them over it? I mean...
Listen, people have done crazier things for less.
That's true. Like, it's a flimsy alibi. Although, I mean, like, you know... What's a good enough alibi to murder?
Did you say alibi or reason?
Oh, motive. What's a good enough motive to murder, you know, your entire family?
10 tons of gold?
That's true.
Assuming the gold exists.
Is it... So, do you think she's working with Cannon? You mentioned that before.
At first, yes, but I'm not so sure anymore. Like I said last time you asked me this question.
And another thing, do you have any other possible suspects in mind? Like, besides Jessica, anyone who stands out to you as suspicious?
Not that I've put any thought into.
Okay. Well, you don't have to put thought into it. Just top of your head, is there anyone?
Be like Natsuhi?
Natsuhi? Okay, that's fair. Given how episode 1 portrayed her. I mean, she lived until pretty much the very end.
Possible it's all the Mandela effect and Maria killed everyone and then killed herself.
Well, do we even know what the Mandela effect is? Do you just say that when...
No, I just say it whenever I think collective hallucination.
Okay, okay. I mean, Maria killing everyone is a bit far-fetched, alone, that is.
A bit far-fetched.
Yeah, a bit. Just imagining her, like, dual-wielding, like, shotguns or something. Just busting open the door with, like, her foot. Just, yeehaw!
Get some sunglasses on.
Yeah! Okay. Anything else to add before we start? Like, any other suspects in mind? I'm not gonna ask you how they did it in episode 1, because it's probably too hazy for you to give details of. But I will once we start with the first Twilight in this game. Second game, first Twilight.
Okay. No, I don't think I have anything else.
Okay. Also, I advise you to, at some point, like, read through episode 1 again.
Okay.
Because that, I mean, you're not going to, but I'm advising you anyway.
No, I mean, you can ask me to, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. So I'm loading in right now.
I should probably do that too, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah, so you said you don't think Cannon's her accomplice?
I said I'm not sure.
Okay, do you think there's anyone else that'd be her accomplice? Like, I don't know about you, but I can't see Natsu and Cross helping you with it.
No.
And I mean, I guess she could have conspired with, like, George or Battler, but I mean, like, well, you know Battler's good, so George. Battler's Safeguard. He's free space on Bingo. Like, possible, but could you see that?
With George, I want to say definitely not, because George is in love with Shannon.
True. And Shannon does die in episode 1, which would complicate things. Although Cannon dies too.
I don't know if she had any help.
Because, I mean,
But it does seem a little far-fetched to think that she did everything by herself.
Killing,
and
like, how many people? Like,
17?
13, well, 13 died before midnight hit in episode 1, so...
Right.
Killing that many people isn't really possible alone, or at least, not easily.
It's not easy.
I mean, she would have a lot of prep time, because she lives
set
on
up
the
floor
island.
traps.
Anyway, let's get on with it. If you have anything to add about it, any thought at all, feel free to add it, because that's what everyone lives for. Just like you see, you're young, you have no idea what you're thinking.
Well, just the thought that I've had,
Yeah.
I really just don't suspect Kinzo has any part in this.
That's fair, because, I mean, it sounds like Kinzo has everything to do with this. So him having no part of this, it'd be a...
I also think that he's too, like, actually insane to be able to, like, orchestrate this.
It's just all going out of his head. And
like, he could 100% kill everyone here, no problem. But why?
He's Kinzo.
Actually, I could see Kinzo doing that.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, we're 9 minutes. Oh, what? How? You want to get started? If
Yeah.
you don't have anything else to add, that is.
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Am I narrating again?
Yeah.
Hideyoshi's claim that advertising doubled the taste was apparently right. After being chased out of the guest house, do you remember that? It's 4 times, 8 times bonus. The kids in Nanjo have gathered in the cousin's room. They're eating the cake that Kumasawa brought for dessert. It was both wonderful and high class, topped with lavish amounts of cream and decorated deliciously with fruits. But delicious as it was, it didn't taste quite as good for some reason. Wasn't it cake in episode 1? Do you remember? It's fresh on your mind, right?
So. I don't remember the cake.
You did it.
Haha. Without Goda-san selling it, it isn't nearly as good. Haha. And if we asked Kumasawa-san to sell it, she'd just say it was made of mackerel.
Ooh. Really? You can make cake from mackerel?
Make anything from mackerel.
Yeah, I'll beat you with that. Absolutely. As you can see with this berry cake, if you mix the squeezed juice of mackerel with flour and eggs before cooking, comes out all fluffy. I don't know how to do an old lady voice, sorry. Comes out all fluffy.
I thought you watched Dragon Ball Z.
What?
Yeah, just emulate the voice of the 800-year-old woman that voices Goku.
Oh! That'd be incredible if true. Maybe mackerel cake will show up on the new menu at one of Father's restaurants.
How do you do that? What?
And you have to imagine you have drills to do it.
I just thought of Battler with like the double drill hairstyle that Misha has. After all, mackerel's full of nutrients and sounds healthy. It might get really popular with women and the elderly, but I'm not gonna get anywhere near it. Girls won't eat something that weird.
Even the elderly would wish to decline. But it's delicious, you know? Kumasawa was really cheering up the mood with their classic mackerel flavors. But the sound of the downpouring rain kept turning their attention towards the mystery guest. In the end, they showered Maria with questions again, and she was the only person here to have met Beatrice. She exists. That's the next line. I can't believe she's actually telling the truth.
You make it sound like, though you never believed it, this Maria sees a witch business isn't news to you. Yeah, I thought it was just one of those fairy tales you'd expect from a dreamy kid that age.
She exists! Beatrice exists! Every year when we come to the family conference, I meet her and we play together. That's right! Although Beatrice-sama doesn't usually show herself, here she sometimes unexpectedly appears before honest people with clean hearts. She's like the flying nimbus. Beatrice? Oh yeah, by the way, that song that played last time, remember I couldn't remember the name of it? The sad one? Music box? I think it's just called World End.
Okay.
So, I mean, I was right. I just, refer to that character in the fairy tale about the Yakanjima witch. To keep Kinzo in a good mood, the family and the servants acted as though they believed in the witch of his delusions. That's how Yakanjima's fairy tale, or maybe ghost story, had come into being. To the family members who knew that backstory, the fairy tale of the Golden Witch wasn't something to be taken too seriously. However, they were never able to say that out loud in front of Kinzo. Because of that, the Legend of the Witch, we have to go back and play episode 1 now, said the name, carried a lot more weight to someone like young Maria, who didn't know the story of how it had come to being. That's why Maria believed in the Legend of the Witch. She accepted it entirely. It was only natural for an imaginative girl who believed in witches. So people had avoided saying things that would betray her dream. On the contrary, they'd work together to say and do things that would help liven up her dreams without her knowing. So when Maria-chan was showing us that candy that supposedly came from Beatrice, figured someone subtly slipped it into her handbag. I've done similar things a few times in the past, secretly placing sweets somewhere. I imagine even Kumasawa-san, or rather all of the servants and everyone in the Ushiramiya family has done it once or twice.
So, if it'll make a small innocent kid happy, you might place a sweet somewhere and have everyone join in on keeping the secret alive for her. Come to think of it, I bet you do that thing all the time, George Aniki.
Who knows? It'd probably be too boorish to admit to such a thing out loud. George admitted it while being extremely wary that Maria didn't find out.
In other words, it's kind of like Santa Claus. To protect a kid's dreams, the parents plot together and lie, setting presents at the bedside of a child fast asleep.
What?
After all,
Santa isn't real?
You want to protect a kid's dreams, right? Obviously, I've known Santa doesn't exist for a long time now. But if there's no reason to wake up from a dream like that, I wish I could have believed it all my life.
Because adults know that the world is filled with terrible things, they all want to at least protect the pure dreams of a child. Ooh, Beatrice exists. Exists. Yes, she does. Beatrice-sama does exist, right? Some time ago, when I was drying mackerel to make some black tea, suddenly... Are you okay?
So funny. Your old woman voice.
Did it work? Did it work good or did it work bad?
It's okay. It's not bad.
Well, basically it was something like that. Supposedly, at least.
So, simply put, this was supposed to be a witch that no one but Maria believed in.
I wouldn't phrase it quite like that. The point isn't that we didn't believe. We're all trying to give her a chance to believe. So this is about not betraying a child's innocence. But Santa doesn't exist in reality. Say it in red. If you don't want kids to be all disappointed when they learn the truth, it'd be better off not showing them that dream in the first place. It's the fact that I think like this proof that I'm still a long way from becoming a full adult. I believe... Is this Battler narrating?
I think so, yeah.
The true nature of the Yakujima witch was finally starting taking shape in Battler's mind. Okay, we're not narrating anymore.
Never mind, we're not Battler anymore.
However, the current situation overrode this understanding. And in fact, completely overturned its very premise. Or it's someone who can read Battler's mind.
So, we thought we knew what was going on, but now Beatorichi-sama, the witch, has actually appeared in reality. Is that it? And judging by how freaked our parents were, it looks like she wasn't an invited guest. Now it's starting to get interesting.
There's no reason for us to simply assume that a woman called Beatrice doesn't exist. It's what Uncle Rudolph called a devil's proof. Hey Grant, have you heard of devil's proofs before?
Oh, tell me about them.
None of us knew that a woman calling herself Beatrice existed. But that's not the same as proving that Beatrice doesn't exist. Hey, look at the time. 11:59. It's a pretty funny time, isn't it? Midnight.
Dr. Nancho, you've been friends with Grandfather for a long time, right?
At one point during the family conference, it was questioned quite thoroughly by Cross-san and the others. They wanted to know if, long ago, Kenzo might have had a mistress called Beatrice, an illegitimate child with her.
I get it. Our parents have their heads full with the inheritance problem. So, of course, if the daughter of a mistress like that showed up, it'd be troublesome for them.
Oh, that's actually a question I don't think I've asked you. Do you think this Beatrice is related to Kenzo in some way? Like the daughter of a mistress?
I'm not sure.
Oh, what do you think? Of course you're not sure. It's not in red.
I don't know.
You have no idea?
It's possible. I think that of all the things that are possible, that is probably one of the most likely, if it's not just one of these people murdering people.
Okay, I mean, the possibility does seem pretty high, doesn't it? Like, Beatrice, I mean, not Beatrice, Kenzo seems to have, you know, a past lover, more or less, named Beatrice. And then...
Or knew somebody named Beatorici.
Yeah,
allegedly, that allegedly gave him 10 tons of gold that he made the Rakunjima, Yoshida family fortune with.
But you can tell by the way he acts that he's in love with her, obviously. So, assuming they had a daughter isn't too unlikely, all things considered. But of course, they could just be not related to Kenzo. Or rather, they know of the legend and, well, I've been putting words into your mouth. Like, maybe they're masquerading as Beatrice, maybe they really are Beatrice, like the witch. They are the witch? That makes sense?
Well, if witches existed. Anyway.
Is this Nanjo? Yeah, I think it's Nanjo.
Yeah, it's Nanjo. It's Nanjo.
Cross-san and the other guys probably asked Genji-san about it first. However, Genji-san is an aide who's sworn loyalty to Kenzo-san. He's probably a friend more trusted by Kenzo than myself. I doubt he told them anything. So next, they were to ask me, who's an old friend of his.
And? Did Grandfather have a lover called Beatorici, Dr. Nanjo?
Creepy music. He did.
Nani?
No, I've never met her. However, I've heard from Kenzo-san he had a relationship with a woman like that. He said she passed away a very long time ago. She's dead.
She did.
Oh, that's you, that's Battler.
She's dead. So did the two of them have a kid?
That, I do not know. But Kinzo-san always says that reviving Beatrice is the goal of his research. Usually, if one loses a mistress but has a child left behind to remember them by, they pour all of their love onto that child. Therefore, we naturally assume that there's no such child between Kinzo-san and Beatrice. Ah, thunder!
Except the portrait is different. I don't...
Yeah, you swear.
Huh? So that leaves us with another devil's proof. Yeah, it's impossible to prove that a child between him and a mistress didn't exist. So now that this child has actually appeared, we have to assume she did exist after all.
That's a bit of a rushed argument. It's more realistic that someone caught wind of the trouble with the Yoshiramiya family inheritance, knew about grandfather's relationship with the mistress long ago, and impersonated her, tried to take a slice of the inheritance for themselves. How do you feel about that theory? Far-fetched?
Sure, that is realistic. But we can't deny the possibility that she really is an illegitimate child, one who lived in isolation, forgotten by grandfather, and who's returned for revenge. Right? Battler's argument there was basically what I was thinking, so...
Okay. That's Jessica, so let's see what...
Revenge? What do you mean? Ah, sorry. Guys just like to dramatize stuff to make it sound interesting. I've seen too many weird dramas.
Normally that might have come up... You're not laughing like you're about to launch into a pair of open. This might have come up as a
my finger!
There you go. But the drunken lady lived after an uninvited mystery guest calling herself Beatrice, and marched in on the day of the family conference, where the bloody argument that the inheritance had become took center stage. There we go. There's no way Battler's joke would be welcomed with laughter. So it was a real big help when Nanjo laughed brightly to calm everyone down. Ah, ha, 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 ha. I see. That does sound quite intriguing. I'd love to read a novel with a plot like that.
Well, I don't think it could actually work. After all, right now, on this island, there's 1, 2, 3... a full 18 people, right? Can't believe Battler can count that high.
Wow.
If anyone tries to do something weird, they'll immediately get caught. And thanks to the typhoon, they can't even leave the island. In other words, if you tried to commit some crazy crime, you'd be screwed.
I agree. In a dead end, without any way to escape, in a situation where everyone's really suspicious of her, seriously doubt she could pull off a terrifying revenge drama like that. Probably not. In that case, it would be more realistic if she had come in secret, without making her presence known. Simply cannot imagine someone appearing openly to take revenge outside of some historical drama.
Well, who knows, right? The revenge is based on emotion, not logic. If you've got someone willing to go down along with their opponent, they might not be afraid of anything. Not even the police or large numbers of people.
It's okay, Jessica-chan. None of the disturbing things we're imagining will happen.
Like the battle royale between... Oh,
Umineko Battle Royale.
Between our parents over the inheritance isn't disturbing. That's right. Dad and Uncle Rudolph are pretty tough, and Aunt Ava's even trained in martial arts. We'll be fine. Yeah.
Jessica didn't say it out loud, but she vaguely noticed that her own father stood in opposition to all the other siblings on the inheritance issue. They usually played nice in front of the children, but when that presence was lifted away, like it had been at dinner, the result would be a tumultuous uproar?
Tumultuous?
What?
Tumultuous.
Tumultuous?
Do I have to bust out the Google Translate again?
I'll believe you. Realizing this, it was only natural for Jessica to be frightened at the thought that her parents might get caught in some kind of trouble, become human sacrifices for something terrifying.
Seriously, George Anaki's right. Nothing's gonna happen.
Hold on. Look at George's glasses. What are they supported by?
Oh no.
His nose? Are they like glued onto his face?
There's a little bit of tape under there. Nothing's gonna happen. Even if she pretends she's a witch, what can a single human woman who can't even use magic do?
Oh, Maria just got triggered.
Oh no. We're doing this again. Can I at least get fishy aroma?
No, we get. I don't know the name of the song. The sudden creepy laugh made all of them jump. When they realized the strange laugh was coming from Maria, they were shocked again. I see. So that's how you see it, Battler.
What is? Don't laugh all creepy like that.
Is Battler saying that or you? You
Yes.
accept Beatrice's existence for now. At least you accept her as the 19th person and as a guest. But that's all, right? You don't accept that the 19th person, Beatrice, is a witch, right?
Huh. Of all the crazy things to say, of course that's what I think. Witches couldn't possibly exist.
Say it in your head.
The only possibility is that she's a human woman claiming to be a witch.
Isn't that odd, Battler? That's the devil's proof, isn't it? Of course witches don't exist. But just because you've never met a witch, that doesn't mean you've proven that witches don't exist, right?
That's right. You're not wrong there. I can't prove that witches don't exist. However, even if I can't prove it, I can claim it. I claim that witches don't exist.
Is Battler actually you?
The more I read him, the more yes.
Why? How can you claim that witches don't exist even though you can't prove it?
Maria's actually you.
What?
Because things like that don't exist.
So that's QED? You finish your proof without any evidence or basis? Now there's a typical case of the ignorant willfully ignoring the shallowness of their own knowledge. There's a typical case. I think I didn't say that. A reckless suspicion of thought.
Then there's only one way to resolve this, Maria. The witch's side needs to show some proof themselves. It's a devil's proof again. If you bring me a devil, we can end this right now. We can end this right now. In this case, we can just get this woman calling herself Beatrice to display some wonderful, magnificent magic, like the twinkling stars. All she has to do is show us something that's impossible for humans, right?
Come now, you two. Please settle down. Kumasawa noticed the atmosphere between them was getting worse and tried to calm down. Seeming so bad, they quickly realized that he wasn't acting like an adult. But Maria's expression didn't loosen. As she left creepily, she kept staring at Battler.
You quit it too, Maria. Let's get back in a good mood, okay?
Sorry. If that's what you want, Beatrice will definitely show you. Something impossible for humans. When she's done, you'll believe too, okay? You'll believe in Beatrice.
Sure. If she lets me have a look, I'll believe.
It's just debate doing the witch and you battling. If you get checkmated, you'll believe in the witch.
Wow, I like the way you put that. The witch shows her magic. My king is put into check. I quibble, saying it would be impossible to reproduce her feat using measures even a human could take. Oh, it'd be possible. My bad. That even a human could take, and my king escapes. Failing to do that would be checkmate, so that's a pretty good analogy.
Battler, in chess, you and your opponent have pieces that move in the same way. So you can predict your opponent's moves. But you know what? What you aren't expecting is that your opponent's pieces might be able to move in ways far stranger than yours. Simply assume that, since witches must not exist, the movements of Beatrice's pieces will obviously be the same as yours. But you know what? Sorry, Battler, but your chess partner isn't human. She's a witch. She can move her pieces in ways that humans can't. Right now, your understanding is flawed. Battler, you're like Aunt Kira's chessboard thinking, right?
Yeah, I like that style of thinking, where you stand in your opponent's shoes.
And that's where you'll get stuck. Even though your opponent is a witch, you won't accept it. So you can't understand the moves a witch might make, your chessboard thinking won't work. Your knowledge of your opponent is mistaken. The very first premise of chessboard thinking is broken down.
Ah, so that's your game.
You cannot win in chess against a witch.
Say it, Brett.
Remember that battler is losing a fight to like a 9-year-old?
This happens more often than you think, okay?
I miss Moving Rain. In the PS3 version has Moving Rain.
What?
Like their grain moves, like.
I don't know what happened after that. We servants were strictly ordered not to approach the dining room.
I see. So Shannon, have you ever met this person called Beatrice before?
I don't know.
That's a slightly odd way to say it. It didn't quite sound as if she was saying that her memory was hazy.
For us servants, Beatrice-sama is the second master of this mansion. Some people say we've spread that rumor because of the master's influence. But even when I just started working here, the story of Beatrice-sama was already being whispered of.
I've heard about it before. If you don't show her respect, you'll get cursed. At least one servant actually did meet her with an accident, right?
Yes. But it's true that some people believed more than others. I, believe respect for that sort of thing shouldn't be forgotten, so I've never doubted that she exists. I vaguely believed that a, shadowy being called the Golden Witch existed.
And then that witch, whose existence was so shadowy and obscure, actually showed herself and entered openly through the entrance hall. Is that what happened?
I don't know. I don't know anything.
When he brought her dinner, did he talk about anything?
Shannon's lying.
More or less.
No, nothing.
I see. Still, a witch that eats food somehow doesn't sound so realistic. Maybe, after all, it's just someone who knows about the witch legend on this island. Someone who's taking on Beatrice's name. I think you've probably come to respect Beatrice and think of her as something like a guardian god of the mansion. So when a person appeared actually going by that name, maybe you're a little disturbed. So that's another possibility of who Beatrice is? It's just someone taking on the name of Beatrice? Or it could also be someone taking on the name of Beatrice who also happens to be related to Kinzo in some way. Like, you know, his mistress's daughter.
Could also... That's right.
Anyway.
I guess that must be the case.
George is slightly at a loss about what to do about Shannon's downcast appearance. Maybe not just Genji, but even the young servants have been ruthlessly questioned as to whether they knew anything about this Beatrice person. Thinking about that, try to cheer her up somehow. Surely, just like Maria and Jessica, Shannon was unable to fully hide the agitation caused by the sudden visit of this person calling herself the Golden Witch. He had been so sure that was the case. But George probably had no way of looking into Shannon's heart. Shannon was bitter and sad. The door to the Golden Land would be open. Are we keeping that joke?
Yeah.
Okay, the witch had definitely told her that. That meant the demise of everything. Even if she accepted the ring from George, they would never be married now. No, in the first place, the furniture like her even have the right to be married. Even if the witch hadn't come to signal the demise, wasn't their relationship fated to fail sooner or later? Had she turned her gaze to focus solely on those fun days spent with George, while purposely closing her eyes to the sad reality?
This is too real.
What's wrong? You really haven't looked well for a while now.
George-san, what does it mean to be engaged?
Huh? It means making a promise to marry. But I think in that sense, it's the same thing. It means the same thing as marriage. To be honest, I want to take you home as my wife right away. But right now, I'm in the middle of training. I'm still a long way from having the capacity to create my own castle. That's why I don't take you home with me with my head held high, only after I've become a full adult. Not talking about the distant future. I just want you to wait a short 3 years. I mean, I'd call that the
It's a
distant future.
long time.
But that doesn't mean I want to lie about my feelings for another 3 years. So, I decided to give you an engagement ring. That might be a shameful reason as a man. Maybe it's shameful to get engaged because I want you to wait, since I can't support my work and a wife at the same time yet. But I'll definitely.
Arigato.
What's playing?
Thank you very much.
Is this hope or far?
I understand that to you, George-san, an engagement ring means something different from one of the many presents you'd give to a lover.
Of course it's different. An engagement ring isn't a simple accessory. It's an oath between lovers, a noble promise left in the form of a ring. I think this is hope.
Giggle.
Do it.
I don't know how to girl. So, if we were to get married right away, it'd be completely meaningless, right?
Then it wouldn't be an engagement ring. I'd give it to you as a wedding ring. Either way, I'd still be giving you a ring.
So it's a sold sign, like saying, this woman is mine, nobody touch her.
No, that's not what I... George knew that he was weak by nature. When he'd been captivated by Shannon and had sworn to become an excellent man, he'd also sworn to throw away that weak part of himself. So even if he had to be blunt about it, just to answer a little roughly. He was sure that doing so would bolster and reassure Shannon. No, that may be true. Sayo? Is it Sayo, right? Sayo? Sayo. I'll make you my wife. Won't give you to anyone else. Make you mine alone. So no one else will lay a hand on you. That's what this ring is. Without a doubt.
Thank you very much, George-san. I'm truly happy.
Then George-san, if it was decided by fate that this engagement ring, this promise can never be fulfilled, would you still give it to me? This is Shannon, so should I be narrating this or you?
It's your turn anyways.
Anyway, Shannon tried to ask that, but she swallowed her words. Because George had already spoken the answer. George is dead. They said that to him. An engagement ring was infinitely similar to a wedding ring. Therefore, accepting George's ring and its significance far more sacred than a promise to marry. Is that a typo? He said that to him. Oh no, I get it. That's how he views. Okay, I see.
He had said that
So,
to him.
I'll stop calling this an engagement ring. From now on, this isn't an engagement. It's a wedding ring.
Is that really okay? Is it okay to just proclaim that we're married without even God's blessing?
Yeah. It's enough to tell God, Father, and Mother about it afterwards. We'll tell them all that we've been married. No one will be able to undo it.
George, son.
Not saying this because of momentary emotion. Not just looking at how you are now. Looking at the you of tomorrow, the next day. Even gazing at the you you'll be in old age, in the future, as I say this.
You're always talking about that, George, son. About how you want to enjoy your old age slowly, surrounded by healthy children and grandchildren.
Yeah. At that time, an older you will be beside me. That's what I expect. No, what I foresee. Yes. Because that day will surely come.
Will it surely come?
Yes. What was that? Surely. Definitely. And this string proves it without words. Please stop calling me Shirley.
Yes, surely, definitely. Please stop calling me Shirley. Please, show me.
Huh? Here it is. George, thinking he was being told to show her the ring, hurriedly took out the ring box. Even though he had practiced so much, he hadn't been able to do it cool. Shannon wasn't looking at that. In her straight and direct gaze were vague tears and a smile. She focused her eyes on George's eyes. No, something that she could see beyond his eyes.
She got X-ray vision. Please, show me that future.
Yeah, I'll show you. Surely.
Are we about to ERP? Is this what's happening right now? We're about to ERP?
What, we haven't been?
Oh,
We're
no.
reading Umineko? Oh. I've just been playing my ERP. Shirley Lover 423. And not just until old age. I'm role-playing as a guy who has 2 girlfriends. One's named Shirley and the other one he can't remember the name of. So it just goes to birth, called Shirley. Okay. You've seen ruined. Not just until old age. After we die, too. Even when we become spirits, we'll always be together. Shannon wiped away her tears and took the ring box. Said it was a diamond ring worthy of blessing the 2 of them. George stood the line that he'd practiced over and over again and said his head. I want you to put this ring on. Whatever finger you like, have that be your answer. So by tomorrow morning, George, this isn't a cool line. Just tell her, put it on, girl. Shannon smiled, took the ring. With a completely natural movement, put it on the ring finger of her left hand. It really had looked like such a natural, ordinary movement. For a while, George was stunned.
This is my answer, George-san.
Shannon? No. Sayo.
Are they alone, or is everybody just looking at them?
No, they're alone in the, it's like an outside... Have you ever seen The Sound of Music?
Okay.
You know where the dance scene happens with like the da da da. It's like an outdoor, but it has a roof. It's a gazebo.
Okay.
Is this Shannon
Even
or George?
when we become spirits, we'll always be together, George-san.
There's no blessing from God, no pastor to witness, nothing. But the 2 of them were married, proclaimed it. Who were married, proclaimed it. 2 souls were joined here today. I like that one a lot more than episode 1's engagement scene. I don't know if you remember it at all.
It's way better.
Also, the music was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Nathan, you're a fool. See, this is World End.
Is that so?
Even though you're furniture,
I'm not furniture. Not anymore.
liar.
Satsuki!
Why are you fooling yourself? Even though you know you can never become human. Even though you know you can't become human unless you go to the Golden Land. Knowing that, why do you abandon the promise that would let you go there?
Oh, right. By accepting the ring, that promise with Beatorichi-sama comes to nothing, doesn't it? I'm sorry.
From now on, I, you, George-sama, the Master, and everyone else are under the same conditions. 13 people will be sacrificed. Only 5 people will be invited to the Golden Land. And you ejected one of those places yourself.
That's odd. It looks like you're the one with regrets, Canon-kun.
You're the one with regrets, aren't you, Nathan? You got engaged, right? Even though you knew it was a fate that would never be fulfilled.
Yes. I promised that we would always be together. For eternity. So you know what? In that instant, our eternity was completed. Even if we become sacrifices, it's already completed. So it's okay. Canon, you're the one who actually has regrets. We're furniture, right? We'll be freed no matter the result. So it doesn't matter whether we go to the Golden Land or not. And yet you're set on going there. You want to become human no matter what, right? Why? Nothing that.
Because I want to become a human. I've had enough of being furniture.
Why?
I wanted to fall in love too. Tears were coming out of from Cannon's eyes, and he howled.
There's no sorry, boy. Look at him cry.
I like Milady. I said it! It's close! Even after seeing Milady that day, I started liking her even more. When I heard that Milady also liked me, I was really happy. But I'm furniture. I can't accept Milady's feelings.
You're wrong. We may be furniture. We may be less than human. But that doesn't mean we aren't qualified to love.
I thought that. These feelings will never come to anything. I'd be better off not having them. I just decided that eventually I'd disappear, and I'd definitely hurt her. No, that's wrong. That's just frightened. No, that's wrong! It's Danganronpa. And I was just afraid, thinking that any love that couldn't be eternal was best avoided.
No, that's wrong!
Is this a Higurashi reference?
I think so.
This is
Even though
Shannon.
their lives last only a few weeks, cicadas fall in love and then vanish. But you'll never find a cicada that refused to fall in love simply because it'd end in a few weeks. Except insects can't fall in love because they don't... whatever.
Seemed that Cannon was still muttering his regrets, but by now,
Muttering?
it was all jumbled up with the sobs. That witch is detestable. I think this is Cannon. Why did you plant these feelings in me? If only she hadn't pulled that bizarre prank, wouldn't have paid Milady any notice.
Beatrice-sama is detestable. To make you cry bitter tears, she played games with your fate. But I don't think things went as the witch expected. After all,
Knowing love isn't a regret that ties you to life. It is the destination we're supposed to reach in our journey through life. Flowers. Why? Well now, Cannon. That promise you worked so hard for has now come to nothing. Very well then. For this, the conditions for all the pieces are the same. There are 18 pieces. 13 will be offered as sacrifices. Who will the 5 survivors be? Or else, will someone destroy the ceremony? Who? How? This isn't a chess problem. It's a game on equal footing. And equal footing. I'll be cornering you one-sidedly. You'll be able to frantically escape my advances and force a tie, an invalid match. At any rate, now you can manage more than repeating that over and over. It probably won't be that difficult for you. However, this invalid match will continue forever, till it eventually wears down your mind and kills it. That is when you'll accept your defeat, surrender to me. There's a reason I said it was a game on equal footing. That's because rules for my loss have also been established. There's nothing as boring as a game you can't lose, right? Is for how to defeat me? That'd be the epitaph that stands as an offering to my portrait. You can't solve the epitaph, you can do it.
okay.
It's both the way to open the door to the Golden Land, and the key to destroying my ceremony. I'll try to complete the ceremony in accordance with the epitaph. I'll try to solve the riddle of the epitaph, destroy the ceremony, and overthrow me. Solve the riddle hidden in the epitaph, and expose the location of the vast sum of gold I gave Kinzo. What result will this game show us? I'm expecting a good fight, okay? Entertain me, Ushiramiya Battler! That's convenient thunder. Dude, Kels. Metal Gear!
I have no objections. Natsuki and I acknowledge it.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I don't want to. But this is the truth, isn't it?
Natsuki, choose your words more carefully. She's this family's most honored guest.
I also acknowledge it. Can't argue back.
Yes, I acknowledge it. I have absolutely no complaints. I can't believe you actually... You have my honest respect.
Me too. Incredible. I genuinely respect you, so I have to acknowledge it. I acknowledge it too. I still can't believe it. Still, what can I do? You've proven devils.
That's the best cowboy thing to say.
It's your victory.
The Devil's Proof was a convenient excuse you like using to handle unprovable matters, but now it's become your mortal enemy, has it not?
Don't torture me, mighty witch. I already acknowledged you. I resign.
Kire, do you still have objections? I must have everyone in agreement. If you alone will not acknowledge my existence. As the witch laughed boldly, the siblings started getting frantic. They were afraid of displeasing the witch. Kiri lightly closed her eyes. After keeping silent for a while, opened her mouth. My apologies. I resigned. Only Kiri had faced the witch with stern eyes until the end. However, this had only resulted in her refusing to accept the truth for a short time. The truth, the being, that's before her eyes, couldn't be denied. Devils had already been proven. I also acknowledge it. You are Beatrice, the Ushiromiya family alchemist, and a user of great magic. I must acknowledge the fact that you are a witch.
I'm watching this family fall apart. They're accepting the fact that witches could possibly exist. I don't like this.
Is this one of those pan everywhere show in the chapter ends, or is there another scene? Because I know we're very close to the end of the chapter. I know episode 1 had a really cool music that related to this, though. Not this time, I guess. And the screen's gonna crash. Any second. Oh, no. Oh, it's not over yet. Oh, there it is. There it is. So, what do you think? That's the first half of episode 2 done. Well, probably a bit more than half, actually.
I was about to get really scared. Is this the longest one?
No. Episode 4 is. Episode 2 just has the longest drought, I guess. Like, pacing problems. Episode 4 also has them, but I'd say they're less extreme. Or more extreme, depending on how, if you like a certain arc, I guess you say. Beatrice is nice CR.
Sure. I don't disagree.
Ooh. So, 2 questions for you. First off, who do you think the first Twilight's going to be? Well, no, I'll ask the first question first. What do you think happened there with the adults and Beatrice? Assuming witches don't exist, she couldn't actually show them magic, right?
No.
So, what happened?
They were just like, oh, this girl is real. Maybe she had like a paper or something that was like, yeah, here's all the fucking spaghetti. I know where it's at.
Gonna make a save. So, you think she basically presented herself as Kinzo's heir, whether she actually is or not? They all believed her? Or...
I'm sure she had some sort of, like, quote-unquote proof for it.
Okay. And they called her a witch?
Listen.
And they also didn't recognize her as anyone else.
Well, who else does she look like?
Well, that would mean that she's actually a 19th person, which could create problems. For example, you're saying Jessica's beaches. One of them is because they look similar. If it was actually like Jessica in makeup instead of a 19th person, that would create a problem. Unless Jessica has like a twin double that's this person. This would mean that this beaches is a 19th person, which, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, that's a fine theory that she presented proof that she's the heir to the inheritance. And you know, they all kiss up to her. But then,
Right.
second thing. So 6 people are gonna die. We're gonna find that out next time. Who are they?
That are going to die next time?
Yep.
What was the first Twilight?
In the first game?
Yeah.
In the first game, it was Klaus, Rudolph, Kirei, Shannon.
No.
Oh.
What is the first Twilight?
Oh, like in the epitaph?
Mm-hmm.
On the first Twilight, offer the 6 chosen by the key as sacrifices. So 6 people die.
Chosen by the key.
Kaguri from Mirai just points at 6 people.
Has anybody read the epitaph yet?
In universe, everyone has. Battley talked a bit about it when they got to Rakanjima.
Right.
So everybody knows about the epitaph. But the murders follow the epitaph. Beatrice just said so before. So 6 people are gonna die. Last time there wasn't really any pattern to it. There could be this time for all we know, but
I'm not sure then.
okay. Surprised you didn't pick up on it, but you'll find out next time.
It's not my horse.
What? Anyway, I'll see you guys next time with some more Umineko no Naku Koyo ni when the first Twilight starts. And we'll get to the juicy part, I guess you could say. I'll see you guys then. Bye.